Manchester United have a crucial clash against Aston Villa on Sunday after an eventful week for the club. Ruben Amorim has been speaking to the media this afternoon. Our reporter Daniel Khan was there. He joins us live right now. Fascinating, wasn't it, Dan, to hear from Ruben Amorim. Did he give us any updates on the Kobbie Mainoo situation?
Yeah, afternoon, David. I mean, as you mentioned, that a huge game against Aston Villa on Sunday, but this news conference this afternoon, not much discussion around that game. It was all revolved around Bruno Fernandes, the captain, having done an explosive interview with the Portuguese media a good few weeks ago, but only came out this week. But more importantly, probably around Kobbie Mainoo. After that 4-4 draw on Monday, his half-brother, Jordan Mainoo-Hames, coming out after the match, posting on social media, free Kobbie Mainoo t-shirt. Now, this came after Mainoo had come off the bench for half an hour, the most he'd actually played for United in recent weeks, which was quite significant for Amorim, giving him that opportunity. So that has raised a lot of questions this week. What conversations has Amorim had with his young midfielder who's yet to start in the Premier League this season? And really, where does that situation lie? This is what Amorim had to say.
It was not Kobbie that wear the t-shirt. He's not going to start because of the t-shirt, but he's not going to the bench because of the t-shirt. He's going to play if we feel that he's the right guy to play. So that is not an issue. I'm used to. I'm here for a year. It's not new, so we have to deal with that. But I'm not going to do something to Kobbie because someone on his family is doing something. It's going to be the same. If he's the right guy to play, he's going to play. And then my office is always open. Nobody went there this week, so I think everything is normal and we are ready to go to Villa.
And Dan, there have been various other off-field issues for Amorim to deal with this week. How has he been handling them?
Yeah, I mean, Bruno Fernandes aside, David, I mean, he talked about Bruno Fernandes quite a lot and talked about how, he said what he felt, so that's been parked for now. But actually in the last week or so, off the back of his news conference last week, when Amorim talked about some of the youngsters, likes of Chido Obi, Harry Amas, who all got opportunities last season with the club really prioritising the Europa League, and due to numerous injuries, of course, we've not seen many of them this season, with a lot of players being fit, but also the club just only having one game a week in the league. But both players, Chido Obi and Amas, were seen posting on social media after that news conference when Amorim essentially said, look where they both are now because of their situations. Amas on loan at Sheffield Wednesday, Chido Obi playing with the 21s, understandably. And I think that led to them maybe posting on social media to defend that they're doing well, they're scoring goals in Chido Obi's position at that level. Harry Amas is just won Player of the Month at Wednesday. But it seemed a bit of a retaliation to the Manchester United manager. So it's put to him just how he manages those situations. I mean, he even said to me, David, that he has had a lot of things to deal with off the pitch in the last 12 months, and he's now used to dealing with it. But actually, some of the players at the club just maybe need a bit of reality check, and he used a key word, and that was entitlement.
I think it's the feeling, a little bit the feeling of entitlement that we have in our club. And sometimes strong words is not bad words. Sometimes difficult moments is not the bad things for the kids. We don't need to be always with accolades in everything, in every situation. We are not helping. That's why you guys talk about a lot of players nowadays that they speak and they go against the clubs and everything happened because they feel entitlement. And then you have legends of the club saying that if you don't play, leave because everyone is wrong. No, let's think about, let's stay, let's fight, let's overcome. Maybe the manager is wrong. So I have that feeling all the time that we need to fight against this feeling. And again, sometimes I'm the first one to say that I'm failing this club inside the pitch. I have that feeling. We are not performing the way we should be. But outside the pitch, I guarantee you I'm not failing to this club. So I think it's something in our club, and we talk about the players sometimes forget about what it means to play for Manchester United. We as a club sometimes forget who we are, and that's the feeling that I have. So I understand everything. Is the environment, is the moment of the players, the kids. They feel entitled. They feel free to respond the manager with a picture. My office is open. Nobody is coming to talk to me, and that is the way we can solve things. So I think we need to change first as a club, and then everything is going to change.
I think some very powerful words there, David, by Ruben Amorim. I think maybe a message to the changing room as well. He did reference quite a few times no one had seen him this week. His office is always open, and maybe that is just trying to encourage a bit of a culture shift here inside the doors at Carrington. Let's talk a little bit about football as well on the pitch. Amorim did rule out 2 defenders, so he could be without 6 players on Sunday against Villa. The 3 who are at AFCON, the likes of Amad Diallo, Brian Mbeumo, Nuasat Mazraoui, but Matthias de Ligt and Harry Maguire also won't make the trip to Villa Park. And Casemiro, who has been so impressive in the midfield this season, he's also suspended after picking up a yellow card against Bournemouth. So how Amorim reshapes this team for Sunday will be very interesting to find out. But let's also not forget, this is United side 2 points off the top 4 and really looking to gain some momentum going into the Christmas period.
Thank you very much indeed, Dan.